Red Bull. Got the Red Bull for the stream. We got the glasses back on. All right. I think I'm gonna make it like a Friday thing. Just glad I don't know, sunglasses on Fridays or something. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of funny. All right. I'm gonna check the volume really quick. Okay. It always has a couple of reconnections like at the very start of the stream, but yeah. Anyways, what I was saying is we're going to fix some of the bugs. Hello again. What's up, Dusk? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Hello. What's up, Board Game Maker? Good to see you guys. Got the glasses on today. You know, Friday, celebrating Friday. Yeah, big plans though. We're gonna fix some of the bugs that I came across on last stream, and then we're actually gonna make some pixel art. So hell yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hell yeah, Friday. Hell yeah. Hell yes, dude. I feel like now that I'm in college though, Fridays don't really excite me as much. What's up, Zay? Good to see you. Hell yeah, pixel art. Mm-hmm. Fucking love pixel art. Same. Same. Art form. But yeah, before we get into that, I had some errors. I'm gonna see if I can recreate them. I don't know what I did in main. By the way, Board Game Maker, I ended up implementing Delta time. I know that you had mentioned that, and I actually ended up implementing it in our program. Basically, I think this is the right way to do it. I kind of looked up how to do it in SFML, and it said to do it like this. So I kind of did it like this, and then I made a function. I made quite a few functions actually. This one, yeah. So this is the handle mood. We're handling the mood in this way. You can see this all in the repo, by the way, online. On my public repo. What do you use for pixel art? Pixel? Is that what it's called? Pixel? Something like that. I don't know. The free one. The free thing online. Let me just show you. I use this. I've used this before. For like animations. Yeah. That one. Pixel. How do you say that? Like pickle? Or piscal? I don't know. Something like that. I'm not very good at pronouncing stuff. But yeah. That's what we were using. So, or that's what I will be using. So, but yeah, I implemented all these functions and had a bunch of errors. Not errors, not compile errors. Like I was able to compile, but it wasn't able to do it, or it wasn't doing it obviously in the way that I probably Piscal? Okay, thank you. So I gotta pronounce it like Piscal. I gotta remember that. One more big skull. Piscal. Interesting. Piscal. Okay, I'll try to practice that on my off time. But yeah, let's try to recreate some of these errors. So I think I made some changes. Can't remember what the last thing I did was. From last night. I know that I had... You're welcome, Game Dev. Game Dev is a bold thing to call me. I don't know if I'd call myself that. That title is too prestigious. Alright, so that does pop up. Looks like it is able to turn. Right, but these stats deplete so quickly. Let me show you guys. See, look, okay, so so these are debug. This is debug text. Text that just is meant for debugging. This is the initial state. The hunger, the energy, hygiene, attention. It decays to 0 in less than like 5 seconds. So we clearly need to do something. Virtual Pet is kind of game. So game dev. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, clearly this is just, we are decaying the stats way too rapidly, I think is kind of the main thing. It seems though that the circle is, yeah, multiply all relations by delta time. I did that though. Here, let me show you. Let's, you can help me out here, Board Game Maker. I need you. Let's go to it. Is this it? Yeah, okay, yeah. These are, I should probably denote this actually, right? This is what's decaying, right? This is decaying hunger. This is decaying attention. This is decaying hygiene. This is decaying energy. This is clearly way too fast. So the frame rate is double, it decays twice as slowly. Interesting. 100 to 0 in a singular second is for real, right? I'm not going with C++ to listen to board game. Yeah, so clearly something we're doing here is terribly wrong. Something we're doing here should not be the way that we're doing it. I thought that when I was doing it, I was like, you know, but I'm gonna be doing dishes while I'm in here. By the way, I'll make sure you don't get wet. Oh, okay, thank you, Dusk. I appreciate you. Thank you. One of my biggest fears when I do dishes is getting wet. Hate that. Let's see. What'd you say? Oh yeah, it seems okay. Maybe it's just not low enough numbers or something. Not low enough numbers. So probably these numbers need to be lower. If I was guessing. Like, what if they were, you know, is that valid? I'm just curious. Let's keep one of these the same so we can kind of compare it. Yeah, let's do some comparisons. I just want to see. I just want to see something. This might go horribly. You know, I'm still new to Delta time and kind of how that entire thing works. I understand that it's calculating the last frame basically. What would you say? If they're all floats, it should be fine. It was very fast when I did it. Okay. Still changes pretty quickly. Let's see what this. They're all 0 yet again. Is something setting it to that? They all become 0 like this, dude. Like they become 0 so quickly. It's gotta be something's gotta be up. Is hunger initialized at 100? It should be. And the constructor, yeah, hunger set to 100. And yeah, I mean we're debugging the initialization as well, so it's like, why would I'm so confused. Turns purple as well. What is that? What is purple? Is that ill? What did we have as that? What did I check this? Magenta is tired. It's turning tired very quickly. Could you just print the values every frame just to see what happens? We could. Yeah. Yeah, let's try it. Why not? I guess we could just do doggo, not update, debug text. Do that. And let me make sure. Yeah, okay, that's here. It should, like, this should be here. I don't want it to be, let's see there, so. Alright, let's just see what this looks like. And obviously it's gonna be very fast, but we'll just we'll bear with it for right now. Okay. So let's scroll back up. What? Wait, what? You're telling me there wasn't even a moment where it was? We do this first, then we do the while loop. Huh? That is so incredibly fast. I feel like it's not printing some of it because of how fast it is. So it needs to be, looks like it was 0 throughout. Yeah, that's exact. Yeah, like it does look like that, but I'm curious if maybe that's, hold on. I wonder if I can, let me try this one more time. I'm gonna try to do like a little quick draw. Okay, or it just won't load a terminal at all. Is there a reason this is happening? Lip. What's going on? Oh wait, what? Huh? Wait, what is happening? Oh, there we go. Okay. No, that's too fast. Damn. It does look like it's 0 throughout though. Maybe they just weren't set. It looks like, I mean, it should be set. Because we have a debug text that prints the state, or like that prints the numbers initially at first. But then for whatever reason, whenever we start putting them down here, they're always at 0. So either they're just so fast, but that doesn't make much sense though. I feel like there's no way it could be that fast, you know? I feel like that's just not, like, there's no way. So let me see. I mean, I don't even know, dude, because I'm setting it. It's obviously able to have that initial value. Let's see what you said. Another thing to try could be set a breakpoint at the start of the program. Click the line number. Then you run the program, it will stop on that line, and you can inspect the variables. Oh yeah, don't you need to? Yeah. There's like a debug mode for that. Fourth button on the right. Yeah, I remember going over this one time. I think it's something to do with this. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Yeah, because I've used a debugger before. I forgot what it was called. It's a pretty common one though. Jeez, what the what happened? Wait, what? Exception has occurred. The variable show debug is being used without being initialized. Is being used without being initialized, huh? Runtime check failure. Can I check the oh look. Okay, wait. Look at these values right here though. They're 99. Okay, all of them are 99, which is kind of interesting. Okay, I forgot to initialize these values as well. Show debug. It's being used without being initialized. So I guess maybe it's something to do with the debug menu itself. In that case, I'm trying to just think about what it could be. I don't know. How do these things work again? It's like something like this, right? Let's bring all this up here. Let's pause. Okay, I'm gonna need this program to stop before it crashes my stream, bro. There we go. We got all the way up to age 8. Maybe it's this, because it was saying something about that. So maybe it's I don't know, let me just go look at that really quick. Just to see what's happening there. Oh wait, no, it said something about show debug. That's a... Oh, because I'm not initializing it in the Wait, but would that even be affecting it? I mean, we can just correct it really quick because I realized we're also not, we're not initializing it here as well. Let me just initialize that really quick. Just show debug 0. Wait, is that not? Wait, what? Wait, no. Show debug is here, isn't it? Oh, it is here. But we're not initializing it to anything, so it's just... Okay, so we would need to do 0, I guess, huh? And then is anything... Wait, what? Yeah, this is doing that. Okay, that made... Okay. Maybe that does something. I don't know. I doubt it, because I mean, they seem kind of unrelated. But I've said this kind of stuff before, thinking that it wouldn't do anything. But, it does. Shady bug was not set to something, basically, I think. It probably doesn't affect, but never know. Yeah. I'm just gonna test it out. Taking the words right out of my mouth. Let's do, need terminal for this as well. Okay. This, oh geez, what did I just do? Did I clear? Is that what I did? Oh, I'm still... Jeez. Hold on, wait, let me get rid of the every frame thing. They still look like they're 0 throughout, but then again... Let's just, let's not have this anymore. And let's try that again. No, more time. One more time. Okay, 100. 0. 0. They've got to be decaying at like just such a rapid pace. There has to be something with that. Okay, I mean, we fixed not initializing the float, so I mean that is good. But clearly, there's going to be more to this. I want to make pixel art, but I want to fix this first. I just want to fix this specifically, and then be able to have everything else. I feel like it has to be something with this. With just like how it's being decayed. Like, because if I comment this out, let's just kind of doing this the most bare bones way possible, but like if I comment that out, then hunger wouldn't be affected, right? Right, okay, so it has to be here. It's something with these guys. It's something with these guys. It's because attention is somehow being decayed so rapidly somehow. So it's clearly something with those. We should figure out need to figure out what the fix is. So let's see here. I'm trying to think. I feel like it decaying too rapidly just makes almost no sense. I mean, you know, like, maybe we could try doing this again, I guess. GDB, that's what it was, by the way. Okay, dude. We're not gonna do GDB then. Yeah, I would do a breakpoint on the first frame, then step through the program line by line. You can step with F10, debugger, I think. Do a breakpoint in this function and check it works properly. Okay, I need to figure out how to do that. It's been a while since I've even touched a debugger, which I know is probably bad. It runs it automatically, which is crazy. So is it already running? I'm not sure exactly what to do from here. What the hell? These are not even from, those are from the other files. Okay, I'm clearly confused right now. What happened? Let me try that again. Well, not here. So you can restart. Interesting. But how do you add a breakpoint? Like with this is very good to learn. Yeah. I've rarely touched them, I'll be honest. Let me just, hold on, let me just see. Right, I'm trying to set. I'm not sure how to set up debuggers with VS Code, to be honest. I think I just used AI the last time I set it up. And we could use AI, but that feels like cheating. I feel like using AI would go against the whole stream. I mean, not that it's like terrible, but I mean, I saw that the values were 99. Like, it's clearly whatever these guys are doing. What the hell? Okay, I made a launch.json, which is used for debugging, but I have no idea what to make here. What the hell? You know, I might just run this through Claude low-key. Let me do that. Let me just see here. Hold on. What? If there's anything wrong with the algorithm itself, because if not, be right back. I'm gonna look at my project real quick. All right, sounds good. I'm gonna try to have something done by the end of this. When the program, yeah. It's so different from the rest. I'm gonna like my own stream really quick. Okay, so this said, there we go. All right, so this said that DT is more than likely wrong. And that's why there's, hey, what's up, Plankton? I was using the CMake extension. Do you have CMake extension? I do. There's command in VS Code. Palette CMake debug. Oh, there is? Can't stay long, but have a nice stream. Thanks, Plankton. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, you should use CMake. For sure, for sure. I do agree. I did run these formulas through Claude, and it said that DT is more than likely wrong. Like the way that I'm passing in DT. Which is kind of interesting, but... maybe it's because it's like... hold on. Because I know that you can do DT in different ways. How are we doing it? As seconds. Maybe we really need to not do it as seconds. Should work with breakpoints, hopefully. I can just click a line to set a breakpoint. Oh, that's interesting. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I do have CMake. Yeah, CMake debug. I guess this is what I was using. And you just click a line to set a breakpoint. Oh, it just says that. That's how we have it. It's not. It's not even as milliseconds, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how these breakpoints work. Because I mean it says that's the debugger that I'm using. The CMake. Hold on, let me see. Let me see exactly how to do it. Click the left margin next to the number line where you want the execution to pause. Okay. Gotcha. So like, we do it here. Okay. So we'll do a breakpoint, right? So is this showing the breakpoint? Well, okay. Okay, so they're clearly at 100 at this point, right? But then how would you do a breakpoint? Would you just do a breakpoint like here, I guess? To like, you know what I mean? Just sober up. Oh, look at that. See, look. They did deplete. So will it run again? Yeah, see, look. Okay, so every frame Ah, this is dope. This is nice. Yeah, so look, they are changing every frame. Nice, it's working. Step line by line. That's pretty cool. Dude, no, that's sick. That, okay, so it's clearly something with how it's being decayed, so maybe we need to really make sure that it's not decaying so quickly or something. Like but that would, like, that had to be some insanely small number, no? Because look, I mean, that's just... Oh yeah, I see it now. That's very interesting. Huh, okay, so that's how it's doing it. Man, that is so useful. Okay. That's good to know. It's good to learn debuggers. What is going on here? Is there a reason for this? What? What do you mean you don't recognize these? I'm gonna ignore that for right now. You can maybe build it or something later. So I guess, would it have to be just some insanely small number? Or maybe it's... Wait, because I remember when I just debugged it just now. Yeah, when I debugged it just now, I noticed that I'm trying to get a good grasp of like which ones are depleting at a much faster rate. Energy is depleting very fast. Yeah, energy depletes the fastest, specifically. So what is it about energy that makes it deplete even faster? Like what is different? It's energy. It's because it's 0.3. So I guess we'd have to make larger numbers, yeah. Yeah, so it seems it is counting down properly. Maybe it's not printing right. I'm fairly confused, or it's just super fast. I'm thinking it's just super fast. That's what I'm thinking. Like, genuinely. What I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try to maybe use like an insanely small number. Something like this. To see what I can do. And I guess we'll just go from there. It may still not matter though. Yeah, they're all still 0. Let me debug this one too though. Because that is such a small number. It's kind of insane that it wouldn't work like that, you know? Okay, for this F5. So we use F5 to see all of them. They all deplete the exact same. Yeah, they literally all deplete the exact same way. Hunger, hygiene, and attention all deplete exactly the same. Energy still depletes insanely quickly. Okay, but some's gotta be some's gotta be up. This time counters should increase by 1 every second. Or decrease by 1 every second like it is here. Maybe delta time is incorrect. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, maybe the way that I'm doing delta time is incorrect. Here it is. It's right here. We're calculating delta time by doing clock.restart, which restarts the main clock. It also returns a number. It returns that number as seconds. If it was returning as milliseconds, it would be a problem. But it's returning as seconds, which is I think what it's supposed to do. but I can't. I don't know, dude. I feel like maybe this is wrong. What are we doing in the update function? This is the update function. We're just putting delta time. It should be 0.16 second. Okay, we could do that. Yeah, we can do that real quick. Let me just do like then we'd have to pass in DT. I guess we could just see out kind of in the same way that we are here. Like not every frame because I feel like that's insane, but I guess, I mean, it doesn't hurt. Why not, right? Delta time. So I'm just gonna do that. All right, yeah, let's try printing this. Jeez. All right, so we're getting these values. You said it was supposed to be. You said it was supposed to be 0.16? Because these are way smaller than 0.16. It's getting it as seconds. Are we sure these are seconds? How many? Oh yeah, that seems fine. This seems fine. Interesting. I mean, shit. Look at how small. What the hell? These are incredibly small numbers. 1 divided by delta time gives you the frame rate of your game. Gotcha. Your game is very high performance. Let's go. Let's go. That's the good news. That's the good news, right? Kind of curious what 0.000145. Okay, that's very interesting. So 1 divided by 0.000145. Jeez. That's the frame rate? Nah, that's wait, what? That's crazy. So we just have a very high frame rate. What do we do about that? So is the high frame rate the reason that it's acting in the way that it is? I guess so, right? It have to. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm glad to hear that it's high performance though. But clearly we need it to work in the way that we need it to work. Well, that's how I'm supposed to make everything slower. Right. So, right, exactly. Like, I felt like, so these lower numbers being multiplied by those values should make it slower. So why is it still so fast? It's so fast. Or it's like, it's depleting so fast. Do these just have to be wickedly small numbers? Like insanely small numbers? Right, yeah. But I guess in that sense, these would have to be just so much smaller. Which is kind of crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know, dude. I never have to do things like this. It seems weird. I feel like, we can try to make this an even smaller number, but even at that point, it's like, geez, like really? We need to, like, I don't know, maybe, like, what would happen if I made it so infinitely small? Like hygiene. Let's just look at hygiene. I feel like it wouldn't change. This is just a test. This is just a little goofy test, alright? Little silly, goofy test here, alright? No, we're still printing the... we're still printing the delta time. I don't know if you have to compile it to run the debugger, but... I still am, so... Oh, sorry. CMake debug. Okay. Hygiene is at 100. Hygiene is still at 100. Let's see. Hygiene still at 100. Still at 100. So when... Okay, it's a pretty small number. Yeah, it's still at 100. Okay, so I'm curious if we go over this multiple times. When does it finally go down by 1? Okay, it's a pretty... It's hardly getting anything. So maybe... It's clearly like just infinitely small. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, we kind of fixed hygiene. In a way, I'm kind of curious how it's gonna run in the terminal, though. Or not, let's actually not do that. Let's speak, because I don't want to print this out. So let's recompile. Okay. Let's see what hygiene is at. Hygiene's still at 100. Everything else, zip. Everything else is 0. Hygiene's still at 100. Is it not even decreasing at this point? Or is it just like decreasing at such a very slow rate? Okay. Hygiene is not being touched. I mean, to be fair, it's a very small number. But maybe this is the solution. Maybe this is really showing us the solution. Hygiene is probably just at such a ridiculously small number that it doesn't really do much. So what we need to do instead is take it, get the next train. Yeah, so this is such an insanely small number. Maybe if I do this, you know what I'm saying? And obviously we can change this in the future as well. Like, this doesn't have to look this terrible as we continue. But for right now, we're just trying to kind of understand how this is working and what we need to do to fix it. Okay. Okay, hygiene goes straight to 0, just like the rest. Let's run the debugger again. Sorry. Oh, but maybe I was ready all along. Maybe for the moment in the sun. Oh, but maybe. Okay, hygiene is going down. It's going down at the exact same rate as attention and hunger. Still going down very quickly. Maybe what we need to do is we need to set the max amount of stats. Sorry, man. Out there for a second. Oh no, you're good. We're making progress, I think. I noticed when I did something. What did I do? Right, I set this to like this, and it wouldn't even go, like, it wouldn't even be affected. And that's either because it's such a small number that something is broken, like it breaks something, or it means that we're getting somewhere. Like, it just means that it was such a small number. And now I'm kind of like trying to see. Permission denied? Why is permission denied? What? Permission denied. Why is it denying me permission? I think when stepping in the debugger, the frame rate is much slower. Like when I do this. You think the frame rate is slower? Well, I mean, we're going... Ooh, you know, I am actually kind of curious though. What is the frame rate? Or like, what is... Yeah. I'm kind of curious about that. I don't know, let me run through this a little bit. Okay, yeah, so hygiene is still at 100. That's a good sign. Okay, hygiene is being depleted though. That means that whatever small number we just did, it's actually slower. Okay. Still though, it's still going down quite rapidly. I feel like maybe... because this is still such a small number. Maybe add like 2 more zeros. See what happens in that sense. Oh, I have 2 windows open, by the way. Sorry, guys. Just realized that. Just not letting me close that. Oh yeah, because of that. Let's try to debug this again. Yeah, because your pauses pause the frame. Right, yeah. Okay, let's see. I was thinking about like doing like a check here, like in the debug to see like how. Now it's not even going down whatsoever. And I feel like I can do this a ton of times and it may not even go down once. It doesn't. What is going on? I go through like multiple iterations of this. Everything else will be set to 0 probably at this point. Oh, it does give me delta time. Wait a minute, look at that. Delta time is actually... Oh, what the f... Oh yeah, no, you actually made a good point. Because look, delta time is this, which is a higher number than... Delta time was 24 there for a second. Oh yeah, look at that. Delta time is a lot larger. What the hell? Yeah, I just realized that. Because also age is being increased so rapidly too. Okay, hold on. Curious as to what this error was earlier. Oh, it's not there anymore. Nice. Let's see here. Hygiene 100. Hygiene 100 still. Right, yeah. Yeah. So clearly the debugger is a little inaccurate, like in terms of trying to get that. Um, doesn't mean that it's completely wrong. It does show that the decaying stats are working. So debugging delta time is tricky. I'm noticing that. I'm starting to notice that firsthand. Well, let's see what we can do. We'll just keep going, keep chugging at it, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea. I wonder what AI has to say about this. What if we have one number set to 0 and we just add delta time to it every frame and then print the value? It should go up by 1 every second. So we're just checking like the delta time every frame. Or wait, we print it. Wait, did you say that we print it every second, or we? What if we have one number set to 0 and we just add delta time to it every frame and print the value? We print the value every frame? We could try that. What would that really reveal though? I'm just curious. I don't know. Excuse me. Is update being called more than once? It shouldn't. I don't think. Sorry. I'm just curious. Looks like we get update here. That's not right. Update there. I'm just curious if we're using update, the update function, anything else. Would it have to do with something with these guys? Yeah, print every frame, it goes up 1 every second, then it's right. I guess we could do that. Let's try it. So we do a float total dt instead of equal to 0. And then every frame, we're just going to total dt plus or equals delta time. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just print it every frame, I guess. See how total dt and battle. This might be a little tricky, only because is it even printing it? Wait, what? Wait, why is it being reset to something? Huh? Total DT will need to be outside the loop because it needs to accumulate over multiple frames. Oh yeah, because we're calling. Sorry. I'm actually very tired. That's why I got a Red Bull. But it's not doing anything for me. Clearly. Yeah, I was like, what? Little friendly mistake there. Okay, that took a bit longer than 1 second. Hold on, wait. You see that? Because look, hold on, wait. Let's run that again, actually. I thought it would increase super rapidly, but it actually didn't. See, look. Oh, I guess, okay. It is increasing by 1 second, I guess. Right? I think so. Yeah, look. So it is kind of working. Not kind of working. I guess delta time is correct. That's so cool. That's actually so sick. Like, I'm starting to kind of like really understand like how delta time actually works. Obviously, we're still struggling, but you know. Maybe what if we seems perfect, delta time is okay. Okay, yeah. So that's working properly. That's working properly. You know, that's... What's the one time that we're updating it? We're updating it here, right? So... I'm also looking at AI, by the way, guys. Because I'm so lost. So lost. Put the glasses up for a second. Show the big faux head. The big noggin. And we have the similar setup in the stats thing, which is weird, but counting down instead. Right. Like... I mean, I just don't know why this is doing this. I mean, not that AI is really helping. It doesn't really understand or know what it could be. I mean, let me see. Hold on, wait. Because I feel like it has to do with how, like, how little delta time actually is or something. The time in college. No frame caps. Maybe we should cap the frame. Like, should we do like a frame limit? Maybe that's what it is. Or would that even matter though? Would that even matter though? Like, I think we could. What we can do is, oh wait. I do want to try this actually. Hold on, wait. I didn't know this was a thing. SFML has a. Let's put the glasses back on. There we go. Let's do, what was it? Window? Yeah. So I gotta find the documentation for window again. Here it is. Yeah, there's a member, or there's a method that we can do that sets the frame rate. A frame rate limit. And maybe frame rate shouldn't matter. Delta. Oh, sorry. We need to check the call stack and make sure that this is the only thing called once. I think this should make the game frame rate independent. Yeah. I want to try that though. I just want to see if that'll do anything at all. I'm desperate for anything. Just want to see. Just want to see if this does anything at all. No. Seems to not really do much. Alright. I didn't think so, but I was just curious. Damn. This is taking longer than I thought it would, bro. I wanna make some art, bro. It sucks. Okay, what is kind of crazy is that because the frame rate is so... Because I looked at, like, I'm obviously using Claude right now. And it said that because the frame rate is so massive, it's like 6,800, something like that. The update function is being called 7,000 times per second. Right? So maybe it's the way in which we're calling it. All right, maybe we should do a break from this bug. At least delta time is okay. That is true. That is true. A break might actually really be needed. It is fun to try and fix bugs though. It is fun because it's like a puzzle. It's like you're trying to find like the murderer of like a crime story or something. Yeah, maybe we ought to do that. Let's take a break. Let's take a break from bugs and just start making some pixel art or something. How are we feeling about that? I have no idea how we're even going to do this though. I'm very new to pixel art in general, or very new to making any type of animations at all. I've only used pixel art, or I've only tried to make pixel art, and I've only used this application to do so. So don't really know how we're gonna do this, or like in what way we're gonna do this. So why is this taking so long? The hell? Flashbang. Why, bro? What is going on? Gang, what are we doing, gang? Okay, I don't know what that was. All right, bet. So I don't really know how we're gonna do this. I mean, obviously what we need... Okay, let me make a little text thing really quick. We're moving into unfamiliar territory. We gotta organize this out. What we need... Let me try to list out the animations that we do need. So obviously we need a happy... Oh, jeez. It's way too big. So we obviously need a happy. Django is fun and easy. They said installation is easy. They said whenever I watching videos. Django, I'm glad it's going good for you, Sean. I've never personally used it, but I'm glad. I saw your comment on my video, and yeah, so I'm glad it's going good. Animations needed. Wait, did it just delete your comment? I don't know why. Animations needed, so we need happy, we need a sad, a mad, a tired, and an ill. These are like the what are they called? Emotions, right? And then we also need we don't need idle, because idle just means that the animation will show the emotion, or will show the emotion animation. So I did. Oh, like you deleted your message? Unless you're talking about Django. Yeah, so ill, we need, what was it? Eat, pet. Oh wait, let me bring up the list. The good list that we got going on. Eat, pet, sleep, wake up, bath. Okay. Accidentally? Oh, okay, I got you. No worries. Yeah, so pet, sleep, wake up, and bath. Right? These are the animations that we need. Now, I have no idea how to make an animation for a game. I have no clue whatsoever. Where should I put this? Let me make this look kind of decent. That way you guys can kind of trying to do a background so that way you guys can see it. Is that just not allowed? Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. So animations needed. Happy, sad, tired, ill, eat, pet, sleep, wake up, bath. So we need 9 animations. We need 9 different freaking animations. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let me put this here, that way you guys aren't looking at ads. Or no, that's where the chat is, so let's not do that. Yeah, so how do I even do this? Like, what's like the way that we do this? Because obviously we'd be making, I guess we could do like a dog first. I guess a dog would make sense, right? I'm so bad at drawing too, so let's get maybe like a reference. Dog, pixel art. Something kind of like this. Low key. Okay, just don't load the images. Okay. I'm just using this as inspiration. We're not gonna... What'd you say? Fun fact, make sure to look at what version you're coding in. The paint, then I didn't do it. No, yeah. I mean, I've made that mistake too. Don't get me wrong. So, yeah. Something like this is kind of cool. Something like this is also pretty cool. This is like simplistic. You know what I mean? This is like very simplistic. So I feel like doing something like this would be ideal. Just something like kind of like a face, right? Essentially. Maybe not copying this, but something kind of similar to it, if that makes sense. So yeah, we can do that. And I guess also we need to make sure that we have a decent understanding of what the what's it called? How do you change like the aspect ratio? Can you? They're not allowed. Export, import, save, resize. Okay. So how many pixels are we doing this by? We're doing it by like, we did it by, or the window is like 200 by 200 or something. Pixel art, quite a common way. See what you said. Quite a common way is to just put all of the sprites next to each other in one image. Oh, like a sprite sheet. Like a sprite sheet, yeah. Then in your game, you load the one image and just draw a subregion of it to the screen. You can change the subregion every few frames, and that's how you do an animation with pixel art. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Subregion is normally a rectangle. Okay. Ooh. You know, in regards to, because I want to make sure that we have the right size. I think doing it in that way is good, like making like a sprite sheet, right? But I feel like we need to make sure that this is correct, right? Or does this matter nearly as much as I think it does? Because I mean, right now in the code, we have it where the window is only like 200 by 200. Like that's how big it is. And so basically, if we had like I don't know, for like a sprite sheet, for instance, what I just need to, I guess, just have 4 different regions. Like if I wanted 4 frames for an animation, so therefore it would be like 400 by 400 in that sense. Or no, that wouldn't make sense. No, sorry. It would be what is it? Not 400 by 400, but it would be like is it 800? No, I think 400 is right. Because we'd be, yeah. No. Yeah? I'm trying to think. It would obviously have to be kind of big though, which is kind of insane. Like, you telling me I gotta, like, what? Well, what we can do is we can do this, right? Yeah, we can do this. That way it's not like super, you know what I mean? Which I think we'll just do it like that. How do you erase? Like, oh wait, you can just do like a selection tool. Delete, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm thinking we kind of maybe do it like that. Oh, I'm ready all along. So I guess what we could do, since it's 200 by 200, we could just do just like multiply that by like however many frames we want to do, like the width, I mean, and just kind of do it in that form, right? So like if I wanted to do 4 frames for an animation, just multiply the width by 4, so we would get like 800. Would it have to be this? We just do this. Okay, maybe this is good. Maybe. You know what I mean? Possibly. Okay, and I like that we can see how many pixels too. Okay, yeah, I'm about to be locked in, bro. I'm about to actually be so locked in. It's building this. And let me shorten this really quick. Okay. I think this might work. I think this might be okay. That's black. Okay. And then what's the zoom button again? How do you zoom? I need to like, wait, keyboard shortcuts, there we go. Increase zoom level, decrease zoom level. Okay. There we go. And then if we want to move, gotcha. Okay. We're about to cook. I'm telling you, bro, like we're actually about to cook. Okay. The only thing now is that what I need to do is I need to kind of make a note of where we need things to kind of cut off, if that makes sense. Also, in regards to, oh wait, that doesn't need to be like that. Do like this. Well, let's do like a rectangle tool, I think, honestly. Right, so this would like kind of signify the end, like the edge of this. And we would just want to do this for the rest, I think, right? Oh, geez. Yeah, it's basically 100% right. You can Google spreadsheets online for inspiration, but I think you got it. Okay, sick. Cool. Let me just get a good example. Right, well, let's keep this here. Well, as soon as that wants to load. I feel like it's kind of like, what's the edge though? Like, will it show, like, I mean, I'm obviously gonna get rid of the black line, but like, does that mean that it's gonna show, oh, I just realized we need to go to 600, don't we? Like, I'm trying to make sure that it's center, or like, I want to make sure that they are center. I mean, I guess if I make a mistake about that, it's kind of pretty easily fixable. So it's not like too big of a deal, but it's, you know, it's kind of there. Okay, yeah. So we'll make 4 frames, basically. Right, yeah. Right. And I guess we could always just adjust like the subregions too, I guess. All right. All right. Now it's time for my impeccable drawing skills to really come to light. So my inspiration is something kind of like this. We're gonna try to do something decently similar to that. I'll increase this quite a bit too, because I kind of wanted to have that pixel art kind of feel to it, you know? So I guess this would be the center. Maybe we should denote where the center is. That's probably a good idea. Let's do that. Denote. What is this, math class? Yeah, let's kind of denote where this is. Just for reference. We'll get rid of it later. Okay, and let's just do this for all of them. I'm having a blast. All right, so these are the centers, right? All right, so now we can cook. Now we can cook. So yeah, the inspiration is this kind of. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna copy it too much, but let's just try to like get like a head kind of going, right? We should probably also denote, oh, dude. We should probably also denote where the center is horizontally. Just for sanity. Because I'm going to mess up. Like, it's going to look so bad if I don't do this. Like if I don't do these measures. if I don't take these precautionary measures. And there might be a way to do this so quickly that I just don't know about. If anyone does know about it, please let me know. This is my kind of my first time making pixel art, or not my first time, but you know, first time I'm really trying to like really trying, rather than just like messing around. So okay. So yeah, we'll do this, or let's you know what they have? They have a vertical mirror, which is pretty cool. Or something like that, right? Wait, how do you do it? Oh, wait, what did I just do? Yeah, how do you... Oh, I see. And shift? Nope, shift. Shift horizontal and vertical axis. Axis. What? Oh wait, it's being drawn over here. Oh, that's fun. I mean, I guess what we could do is we could just flip it. Like, what we could do is like... Because the way that we made this is kind of weird. So what we could do is, let me, hold on, first off, let me change how my stream is all set up. I'm going to put the chat over here and put this right here. I don't like the fact that I'm giving free advertisements. You gotta pay me first to do that. Come on now. And I know that it's hard to digest. Okay. Alright, so we can't use this, obviously. One of the most useful things in the world, but it's fine. So let's just say what we do. Honestly, well, let's not do anything too crazy. Oh, nice, I just did that. How do you do the... What is it again? The redo? Control Y. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll just worry about... Oh, it's because it's white. Also, I'm not looking at this with fresh eyes because of my my sunglasses. So if anyone says the coloring looks bad, please tell me. So yeah, here's what I'm thinking. Do this. This. I'm just gonna try to draw. This is gonna look horrible. I already know. Trying to give it like some flappy ears or something like that. Right, something kind of like that. In a new direction. I don't think this is gonna look good at all, personally. And I don't have to do this like this, obviously, but it is my inspiration. Okay. And how do you draw like the... Oh, I guess we could give it kind of like a... Okay. It's kind of shaping up. It's kind of shaping up. So now if I wanted to do like a... For instance, if I wanted to select this and grab this, not move it, but copy it basically. Right, okay. Oh, well, that's kind of... Let me instead... If I do this... Well, that's kind of hard to keep center. Yeah, that's very hard to keep center. How do I do this? I don't know, what's like the best way to do this? Because I know that like I can flip this horizontally, obviously. And all that kind of good stuff. Like if I wanted to do this and then flip it horizontal. Well, okay, that just flips the entire image horizontally. What kind of tools do we have in our arsenal? This might be a little harder than I actually thought it would be. Man is to end up in this place, and I can't get away. Yeah. Wait, why do we need to? Wait a minute, can't you export? Wait a minute. Can't you export as a sprite sheet? Yeah, we can export as a sprite sheet. We don't need to do all this work. Okay, cool. So that was... Let's just... Yeah, okay, let's kind of restart. 200 by 200, okay? I remember that now. Why did I just remember that? So let's just do it like this. Okay, now we're good. Now we got this. Is there any way that we can see... Oh yeah, this is so much better now too. Yeah, let's do a grid. Yes, dude, yes. Now we can really use some stuff. Yes, dude. Okay, nice. Grid is kind of weird though. It's kind of funky. I mean, what is this 100? That's not even 100. It doesn't even denote that. It just shows like a random grid. It's not like a grid based on... Hold on. Do we have any other options here? Oh wow, look at that. In the times of pain and rapture. Okay, there's clearly, I guess, no way for me to do what I want to do here. So that I trust. Okay, whatever, it's fine. We can just do it the old-fashioned way, which is okay. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Well, it doesn't need to be black now. Come on now. Wait, that's probably not right. All right, there we go. Cool, and then I'm also going to duplicate these so that way we don't have to worry about this in the future. All right, perfect. Now we can actually use what we want to use. Okay, perfect. So now let's try to do the same thing that I just did. Right. Well, let's kind of do it in the same fashion. Do those look even? Am I tripping or are those not even? No, because look, bro, like that's... I guess it's just because of how it's set up. So maybe what we do is we... Whatever, it'll be fine. It'll be A-okay. Right, so we do this, kind of what we did earlier. Do this. And basically it would have flappy ears. Looks like we're building a frog. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Is that kind of all right? I can't even tell. Is that a good outline? It's kind of small. It is quite small. I feel like we need to make it a little bigger than that. It's not horrible. It's just, I don't know. It is kind of horrible. I mean, let's just be real. So let's kind of restart, I think. Let's do that. See if I can do this without ruining our perfect center lines. Which I guess we could just do the mirror, can't we? Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's try this again. See what we can do. So this clearly needs to be a lot larger. Should we have it where, like, I don't know. Like, what if we had it where it was like, I don't know. That's average size. Yeah, I think it needs to be, I think it needs to be a little larger. Well, that kind of looks awful. I wonder if I could just draw it like this. Oh, that's not too bad. Yo, that's not too shabby. Maybe? I don't know. That's kind of, I don't know. Maybe not. It's a little weird. I mean, obviously it's not as simplistic. The little nose there. And we do like the eyes. Well, that looks mad. Do like a happy. Some kind of like that. Is there a way that we can, yeah, we can do like a, some kind of like that maybe? Yo, that's kind of fire though. That's kind of fire though. Am I tripping, chat? Is that not kind of fire? I mean, it's something. Hold up, bro. I'm cooking. Let me cook. Let me cook. I have no idea how to make the ears though. That's one thing. Right, and we could do like, oh wait, these are colors. I gotta right, and we could do something where it's like, where it's got like, you know what I mean, like spots and whatnot. Do it kind of like this. Okay, I have to make sure I don't actually do anything bad. Not nearly as loud as the... This is kind of crazy. Is it off center? I'm trying to see if it is. Just running around, trying to cover my shadow. That's kind of fire though. That's kind of fire. Maybe we can make the background like not white. That way we can actually make the dog like not white. You know what I mean? Can we do like a fill-in for brown instead? I'm just curious what it'll be brown. Brown's probably the one, yeah. Like a brown and white, yeah. That'd be good. We could do like a different like spot over here, like on the ear or something. About a whirlwind that's coming round. It's gonna carry off all that isn't bound. When it happens. Well, do dogs usually have like different color ears? Well, some of them, I mean, I guess it depends on the breed. We could do something kind of like this, where it's like, well, like not like that, but like the color scheme, something similar to that. I will say, I feel like it has a very long face. You know what I mean? It has like a very long face. I feel like maybe that's not exactly needed. I feel like it has a very long face right now. We need to give it like a... Bro, my art is not good. Yeah, like I feel like it needs to be kind of cut. Like, I don't know. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let's do like a selection and see if we can like just move it. Oh, move the whole thing, why not? Just maybe like cut it, paste it right there or something like that. And what we'll do instead, we can have it cut off a little differently. Well, okay, that's not. Well, okay, let's not do that. Let's do like, I don't know, because then it has like huge ears and it's kind of like weird. Yeah, I don't know about that. The ears are kind of messing with me a little bit. We need to kind of make them a little bit more, yeah, something kind of like this. You know what I mean? Something more, a little more dog-like. Yeah. Although now this means that we don't really have a good outline. Oh, jeez. What we can do is we can have it cut off like, maybe kind of like that or something. I don't know. Let's just erase. Good idea. Let's just erase this and just see what we can like create from that. And if we need to fill in anything else, then that's fine. Just do like, I don't know, the ear looks too weird. You know what I'm saying? Like the ear just looks way too weird. I feel like it needs to flap more. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to like, yeah, like that's not really like a dog ear. It's just like wings. Those are like wings, bro. Let's try this again here. We got something kind of cooking, but we're still kind of. Okay. A little better. Maybe. That's too little. We could also do it where it's like one of them's like flapped up. Oh, wait a minute. That's kind of cooking. Maybe that's kind of cooking. Then we'd have to like really make the ears pop out though. This does not look good to me, I'll be honest. Maybe we just ought to start over. Maybe that's it. Let's hold on. Let me change my music really quick. I've been listening to the same playlist for an hour now. All right. I need to get the center correct. What the f... Oh, it's because it's white. So yeah, we'll just duplicate this specific frame a couple of times. We're just gonna try to get to a point where we have something that just kind of looks decent enough, right? And we're gonna eventually, I think we're eventually gonna hit it. We're eventually gonna get the one that, you know, the one, right? Nah, that looks horrible. Hold up, bro. Ooh. I don't know about that. Kind of rough. Get it? Because rough. Sorry. It's too much. Let's like, I don't know. Could do something like that. I mean, that's super basic though. Let's try to maybe like recreate this. Not recreate it, but get something similar to this. Right. Like just something that's super like pixel art looking. You know what I mean? And it's like, what? Does it keep going down or does it? No. Oh, it's because it does that. And then I think it does, yeah, then it does like the long thing. Now I'm not trying to copy it, I'm just trying to like, we're gonna kind of use it as a reference. Right? So we keep going down, do this, do this. I don't know, that looks kind of horrible. I think it's because obviously this would have to kind of go out more. It's like we can use something kind of similar to it, like we can just make it kind of blocky. But it can't be like that though, it would have to be kind of different, like in its own way. This looks horrible. I can already tell. Oh, jeez. I feel like we need to keep it kind of in the way that we were doing it. Maybe we just go based off that blueprint. I mean, that's probably as best as I'm really gonna get. Personally, bro. Like, straight up. And we can use, like, this. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't do that. Something kind of like that. It's kind of decent. I mean, you know, it's iffy. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of iffy, but, you know, it'll work. And what we could do is we can follow something kind of similar to something similar to, whoa. It's kind of a dark brown too. It's not really what I'm looking for. Like a lighter brown, I think. So kind of like this. Yeah, some kind of like that. I don't know. I don't really know. I think we'll just do this for right now, honestly. I mean, it's like, it's kind of small, but I mean, we can like have like other stuff displayed with like the final program. So I think we do that, honestly. I just need to figure out how I gotta do this. Like, I'm thinking maybe we could do something kind of similar to what I just saw, where they had like one of the eyes be kind of covered, like in this way. Kind of, maybe. I don't know, is that like too weird? Maybe what we do is we do like a oh, it's kind of weird. Let's do that. And then what we can do instead is we can do like a lighter shade. Maybe. That's kind of weird. It's a little weird. Yeah, that coloring looks weird. I keep doing that. I mean, white is cool, like white's fine, but it just looks too basic. Like, I don't know, like it looks too like lazy. I'm gonna do like a, not like this, but nah, that just looks weird. It looks green almost. Maybe what we do is we make this color this, and then we do this for the you know what I'm saying? We do this. That might be all right. I don't know. How are you not receiving ads in like in fiscal? I mean, I am. They're right there. I'm just hiding them with my animations needed box. So. But like, as far as like pop-ups, I'm not receiving any pop-ups. I don't think they do pop-ups like that. I wonder if this would be good. Oh, that's actually kind of decent. Hold up, wait. That's kind of decent. That's kind of decent. I kind of mess with that. But we need to do like a we need to do like a this though, probably. Yeah, that looks a little better. And then maybe something kind of more like this. Yeah, that looks a little better. I don't know, that's kind of decent. That's kind of halfway decent. It looks kind of weird, I ain't gonna lie, but that might be as good as I can get. Low key. It looks so weird though. It's okay. I'm not an artist. I don't know, that might be as good as I can get, low key. Like that's, oh, like I think that's it. That's gotta be it. Like, I mean, that's as good as I can do, bro. Like, straight up. Yeah, I think so, honestly. I don't see anything else I can do. So now we just need to animate it. Because I did this first. This looks horrible. This looks a little better, but it's still kind of, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, it's still kind of iffy. I think it's like the eyes. Like, I feel like the eyes are kind of tripping me up, low key. Like, they can be like that, I guess, but like, I don't know. This looks kind of weird. This looks way worse, but still. Looks nice, but I'd make the outline strokes thinner. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't know how to evenly distribute that. Like, so kind of like that. Okay, this is looking rough. Get it? Because it's a dog. It's looking rough. We can straighten this out in a second. Honestly, we might just want to do like, you know what I mean? Make it kind of like this instead. Which I mean is possible. But is that too thin though? Let's come back out and see. That's probably okay. I mean, that's probably all right. Let's do that. Oh, my headphones died. Give me 1 second, guys. We're making progress. Slow progress, but it's progress. Also, this is going to be the last stream that I have this hair, by the way, guys. Just wanted to warn you. Before my haircut comes and shocks the world. As I know, I'm so famous. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that's better. I think it looks a little better. Yeah. Cool. This still might not be the final. Honestly, what I maybe could do is I can make some different iterations of this and then kind of pick whatever we like best. Because rarely is my second draft going to be the one that I think is good and final. You know what I mean? So what we might want to do is we might want to do something else instead. Okay. Yeah, see, when you make the outline not as big, you really kind of see how flawed it looks. You really kind of see how bad it looks, bro. Like, bro. Like, this does not look good. I'll be honest, bro. There's no way. Unless I'm just being super overly critical, but I think genuinely this just doesn't look that good. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it needs some adjusting. And honestly, maybe what we just need to do is we just need to adjust this specifically. Like, yeah, maybe what we need to do is we just need to adjust this specifically. So I'm going to duplicate this, and maybe what we can do, because for one, I feel like this could use some work, like in terms of how we're doing this. doesn't have to be like this in the end. I'm just trying to kind of refine it, maybe. And obviously that looks too square cool, so we do something more like this instead. Oh, and I probably need to, yeah, before I do anything else. Right, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Could do this. I'm not cooking, and I know that I'm not cooking. But it's all good though. It's all good. Let's just get rid of this. Wait, this is low-key kind of tough. Hold on, wait. No, this is kind of tough. Bruh. So no, but this is kind of tough though, right here. This is kind of tough. Like, this is a little better because it's like, you know what I mean? It's not as long. It's kind of low-key better, I think. I do think that it needs some more adjusting though. Do you think maybe this? Probably that, right? And then we kind of like keep the nose like in the way that it's going. Brother, if you're gonna chat in the flippin' chat. That's kind of better. That's low-key kind of better. I mean, from this, yes, this is better. We're making some form of progress. This is a little better, I think. The eyes are kind of tripping me out. Let's not do that. I feel like the eyes, you know, before I do anything else, let me add a little text box somewhere really quick. I'm just gonna bring this down here really quick, just so you guys kind of know as we continue. Let me add a little background to that, just in case anyone comes in here and starts flaming me for my ridiculous art. I want you guys to understand that I'm not an artist. Okay. Okay. There we go. We know. Thanks, Nicole. All right. This is it's like, it still looks kind of rough, but I'm telling you, it's getting better from our first design. It's low-key getting better from our first design, okay? So we're making progress here. It may not be much, but we're making something. We're doing something. All right. The ears are still kind of tripping me out, and so are these. Maybe we should redraw the inside. The ears are still kind of messed up, but if we can get like a good inside here. Because my original concept was like, oh, we're gonna do something kind of like this. You know what I mean? Something kind of like that. But it's low-key, what does a dog eye look like? We could just do something kind of like this. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. If we do like a this may not look good at all. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up, gang. Hold up, gang. That's kind of decent. That's kind of halfway decent. I kind of like that because I saw these guys and their eyes are kind of like that in a way. Yeah, but like their eyes are kind of like that. The dog's seen some things. You think so? It does. Here, look. It's a happy dog. See, look, it's got the smile. Oh, geez. That's a happy dog. Can't you tell? Dog is so happy. How would you even denote that it, or how would you even like show that it's happy? You do something like that? No. Let's not even do that. I'm telling you, this is better than our first design, okay? So, I think really what needs work is the ears, bro. The ears need work the most. You could do like, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe something like that would be a little better. Or maybe we could also just do like something that where they have like the ears. Okay, that's probably not right. Well, that might work kind of. I don't know. Looks great though. Make it big on top and bottom like Blue's Clues. Big on top and bottom? What are you talking about? Blue's Clues. The ears? Oh geez. You want me to make ears like this? Just the biggest ears of of mankind. Mankind, dogkind. That might kind of be cool. Cause like look, like jeez. Like imagine this, okay wait, but imagine this filled in though. Where did that color go? What? Right? Like low-key? Maybe not. I see the vision, right? Kind of. The vision's kind of there. Low-key? It's kind of there. Get rid of this. And we kind of hit him up with this right here. Do a little bit of this, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of that. Tesla my neck and all. Right, yeah. This is just this doesn't have to be a final design decision. We're just kind of throwing some stuff out there. Seeing what sticks. Low key? What are we thinking about that? Like, come on now. I mean, that's not terrible. Is that better or worse? Okay, it is better. I would say that it is better, but it's still iffy. I think the outline is really more so the iffy part of it. You know what I mean? Like the outline's still kind of weird. Maybe. Better goodbye with scars. I keep a good.com. Ugh. Okay, yeah. I honestly think like do that and we're kind of good, maybe. I feel like the outline here is kind of tripping with me. Tripping with me? Did I just say that? You know what I mean? Like it's like weird. Like I'd rather kind of like yeah, something like that, yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a little better. I think honestly what it needs is just some detail. Like if we can detail it from this point, I think we're kind of golden. Okay. But we would need to give it the right details. It definitely looks better than our first design. Now that first design is rough, bro. That first design is so rough. Tell me you're doing better. Say what you need some time I all. Trying to get broke and famous. I'd rather be rich and not know. Okay. So don't really know where to go from here. I think this is low-key kind of, I mean, it's better, but what needs to be adjusted here? Well, firstly, I feel like the coloring's kind of weird. Like, it seems too simple and basic. Like, maybe if we had something kind of like, I don't know, some designs like these, like kind of for the head, right? Or something maybe like this. I don't know. I don't know dog breeds, bro. I don't know what dog breeds are supposed to look like. Yeah, maybe if we add like spots. Let's duplicate this really quick because this is the best we've had. This is the best that we've had. I know that's kind of sad, but it's the best we've had. This isn't terrible, but it's like, no, I mean it is kind of terrible. This is awful. This is an abomination. Okay. So let's make it where, let's try to just test out some different like coloring or something. I don't know. Like maybe if we had it where, okay, wait, let's test this out. Let's test this out. Where we had it where like, it's like, not that. Okay, not that. Not that either. Okay, so we're gonna start off like this. You can't really see where the ears start. I mean, you kind of can, but not really. But it's okay. We're gonna, is it okay? I don't know. I was thinking of like doing like spots, low key. Like, we might want to keep the ears kind of like that. I don't know, actually. I don't know. What designs can we do in this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what designs can we do in here to make it a little more cute or something? Go to the same shades you colored it with, and lighten or darken them to add shadow, like a couple of spots. That might be smart. Like with this color, for instance. Maybe just like darken it a little bit. Do like, not that. Do like, oh, okay. We cooking. We low-key cooking. Spot around the eye. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Like what? Like, hold up. No, that looks horrible. Let's do, let's use these guys. Kind of fire? What are we thinking? Kind of fire. spot like that. Okay, target dog. We got the target dog. It is the target dog, isn't it? Maybe what we should do is like I was thinking of like doing like some shading, kind of like this, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's kind of weird. I mean, it doesn't also like it can also kind of be a little bit more like jagged, kind of like that a little bit. See what I mean? But is that like weird or no? Well, that looks kind of weird. I feel like the spot around the eye is kind of weird. Maybe we don't need to do that. Low key. Maybe what we should do instead is like, I don't know, because yeah, like you make a good point. This is basically just the target dog at this point, so it's not too bad. It's just I think it's not what we want to go. Wait, what we want to do. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Give it some eye bags. We can do that for like when it's tired. Because that's another thing too. Like we want it to kind of be able to express emotions with these kinds of stuff, or like with this kind of stuff. Is there a way that we can show that it's like happy? I actually don't know. Let's get some inspiration. We might just roll with this, low-key. I mean, seriously. I mean, I know it's like kind of very basic, but like, I don't know, it is there a way that we can scale this up by chance? Like, is that even a thing? Just curious. Resize canvas content. Is that possible? Like, if I did this, well, okay, let's duplicate something first. I'm just curious how this works. Oh, it quite literally resizes this too. That's pretty sick. I didn't know that was a thing. Because it's still like kind of small, you know? Let's try to do one more. All right, and then we'll kind of just maybe sleep on it. I just noticed these are two different shades of gray. All right. So let's try to maybe make something similar to that. Okay, that looks insane. I think maybe... I don't know why. Okay. jeez. Yo, I'm not good at this, bro. We might just have to roll with our simple design. Because while it is very simple, it's also, you know, like the best we're gonna get. Although I just don't really know how, like, how do you even animate this? You know what I mean? I don't know. This might be the dog. This might be it, low-key. It's just so small. I kind of want to like resize it, low-key. Is there a way to do that? I'm just curious. Let me see. To resize pixel art. Go to resize? Yeah, no shit, bro. Right, but that's just gonna resize the entire thing. I'm looking to like scale. Right. Okay, you can't. Looks like you can do it like in some other softwares, but you can't do it with that, which is fine. Oh, sorry guys. That's fine. Whatever. Gee. I don't know, dude. Oh. I don't know. This might be what we have, low-key. I mean, I'd be down for this just to be the dog. Maybe what I can do off stream is I can see kind of how, you know, I can see maybe how to resize this, like how to scale it in the way that I want to. You know what I mean? Like just do something like that. It's kind of what I'm thinking. That might be the move, low-key. Yeah, I might just do that, low-key, guys. Might just end the stream tonight. I actually have a quiz I need to do before midnight, so yeah, let me see if I can maybe adjust this off stream or something, and we'll go from there. I think we'll go from there. So so far though, this is what we have. This is what we have. I can try to work on it a little bit off stream, but you know, we'll see. Once we have the main, like what the dog is and what the cat is, we can go in the animation route, and we can go kind of go from there basically too. So next stream will be Sunday. I will not have this hair. I will have a haircut by that point. So prepare yourselves for that. And yeah, thanks for anyone who stopped by. Thanks for anyone who showed support to the stream tonight. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, have a good night.